What's up, everybody? It's me, Syria. I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back trying to make some time for me. What I'm here to talk about is change. I don't want to sound like I'm trying to be a prophet or anything, but change is like a big thing. Like, it's a pretty big deal. Take me in particular, for example. I do way too much. I don't have enough time for myself. So I'm trying to learn to make change because I'm important too, and I need to take care of myself before I take care of other people and other things. I recently read this book. Oh yeah, I need to change that thing too. Bad habit. Okay, I'm doing it again. Well, I recently read this book and it was called Who Took My Cheese? And every night on Twitter, follow me on Twitter at IDestroyRunways. Every night on Twitter, before I go to bed, I tweet. Good night, tweeters. I gotta get my cheese in the morning. I even put it in my wall, like a picture of cheese. Let me show you. I'm about to see it. Yeah. You see the cheese? Right there. So yeah, it's this book here. It's called Who Moved My Cheese? And it's a pretty good book. My career planning teacher suggested that we buy it. I don't know how many people bought it, but this book is really good. Basically, it's about I only told two people the story too, and I hope that it made a difference. I think it did. But yeah, it's about four. I like to say that it's about four mice, but it's about two mice and two little peoples. I don't know. Like, I guess they were all like the same size or something, but yeah, four mice to me. And their names were Sniff, Scurry, Hem, and Haw. And basically, they lived, I don't know where they lived, but there was a maze. And in that maze, there were stations. And in some of the stations, there was like cheese. And there were like piles and piles of cheese in this one station that they discovered. So, Sniff and Scurry, Sniff and Scurry, they woke up early in the morning and put on their little running shoes, and they would go get their cheese, savor their cheese or whatever. And then Hem and Haw, they would do the same. After a while, Hem and Haw got comfortable, and and they just like threw their running shoes away, and they just like stayed there where the cheese was in the station. And eventually the cheese was all gone. Sniff and Scurry, they moved on, and they went to go find some other cheese because there was no more left. Now the maze was like it was a big place, and there were dark areas and places like that. So it was scary. Hem and Haw, when they discovered that there was no more cheese, they were basically going by their name, Hem and Haw. They were hemming and hawing. Oh my God, somebody took our cheese, and they just stayed there and like complain and waited until somebody came to bring them their cheese. They didn't even know who put the cheese there to begin with. Probably wasn't even their cheese, but it was there, and they waited and they waited and they waited. Now Sniff and Scurry, they went and they found some other cheese, and they went on about their lives. And Hem and Haw, they were still there, hemming and hawing. Now I think it was Hem might have been the one that said, hey, come on, Haw, let's go and see if we can find some more cheese. And then Haw was like, no, I'm gonna stay here and wait till somebody brings me my cheese. Eventually, him went on, even though the maze was dark and scary, he went on and he went to look for cheese. He woke up early every morning and he went to go look for his cheese. And then eventually one day, he found a lot of cheese, like in the station. You know, he savored his cheese. He went back to bring some to his friend, Haw. And Haw was like, no, I want my own cheese. And I'm waiting until whoever took this cheese bring some more cheese. So Haw went on about his life, and eventually one day he came and the cheese was not there anymore, so he has to go to the maze and find some more cheese. Long story short, the maze signifies life and the obstacles that you encounter. The cheese signifies your goal in life. The 4 characters signify 4 different types of people. Sniff was the one who sniffed out the situation when the cheese was gone. He sniffed out the situation first, and then, you know, he went on. Scurry, I think he just went straight to the point, like, yeah, she's gone, moving on. Hem and Haw, you know, they were there like, oh, hemming and hawing, wasting time, when they could have been looking for their cheese. Hem was the one who went, and, you know, I like to say Hem because he fixed the situation eventually, and Haw, he just stayed there like, ha, ha, you know what I'm saying? So, it's really good. The cheese could mean anything. Anything that you want it to mean. Your goal in life, at work, relationships, family, anything. It can pertain to that if you want it to. Which one of the characters are you going to be? You know? Are you going to move on and try to find some new cheese? Or are you going to stay and complain until somebody makes changes for you? And in the book, every time that the mouse learned a lesson, he would like draw it on the wall. Having cheese makes you happy. So whatever you want in life, that's what you want in life. That's what makes you happy. What would you do if you weren't afraid? So remember when I was talking about like the dark areas and the maze and everything like that? Basically, you have to think to yourself, you know, even though things are scary, what would you do if you wasn't scared? What's the worst that could happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you gotta go. Go for it. Go for what you gotta get. Go for your cheese. So, like, let's say you in a bad relationship. The guy you're talking to is like, he makes you unhappy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you think you should stay in that situation. And then there's another guy, and he makes you really happy. It's like, do you stay with the old cheese or move on to the new cheese? And there's always changes in life constantly. So you have to be prepared to change, basically. Change is good. That's all I can say, and don't take my word for it. Check this book out. It's like jading, kind of, sort of, whatever. But yeah, follow me on Twitter. I Destroy Runways. Blog, Vanityville. Strutanddestroy.blogspot.com. Yeah, yeah.